With welding, I love the joy in it and seeing that last weld that you do to fill it or to do your gap, seeing it look perfect and look better than the guys or look like something that you would see on TV or in pictures, and you see it and you're like, wow, I did that myself. It's a joy, it's like a happy feeling in it. I love welding. It was something that I was around since I was a kid, and I've just always loved to be around it, loved the art of it, and personally I like beating the boys at it. My grandparents and my parents have had a farm, and my great-grandparents, so it's actually a fourth generation farming. And my grandpa has always welded, my brother, my aunt, my dad, so it's just really in the family. On the farm, if something did break down, it would take a couple of days if we didn't have ways to weld things or knowledge about welding. We would have to wait for someone to come out there and weld it, or we would have to wait for the service truck to come out there and work on it. But with me knowing about welding and knowing what to do, and my family knowing what to do, we can immediately head back to the farm and get that piece welded and fixed and put it back onto the equipment and get right back out there into the field and get production going back up again. I started here and I picked it up so good. I loved it. Actually, last week I did a whole entire piece for the hay rake that had broken. It was connected to the center and the wheel went into a hole. It completely broke it in half. So I fixed the bar and we put it back on the hay mower. It's a really big one. We put it back on there and it's working perfectly fine. You can't even tell that it was broken. We put some coupons over it and slapped some pieces on it, did flux core, and it was perfectly fine. While I was a high school student, I finished all of my classes my junior year, so that left my senior year open to anything. So my senior year, I did an internship for emergency medical services. While coming here and doing college classes for welding, I started off with TIG and welding metallurgy. Welding metallurgy is just a breakdown of different kinds of irons and metals and ways that we can put them and weld them together in a different way instead of your normal electric kind of welding. And TIG is my favorite. You use this torch and you're using a filler metal. So in the torch is a tungsten, and you have lots of heat that's generated into it, and you're basically just dipping your metal into your weld pool and it's melting it together. And TIG is a more precise type of welding. You have to be very talented, very good at it. After I get my welding diploma, I plan to go straight into pipeline on the road, like Texas, Idaho, Alaska, places like that. I want to be a pipe welder because there's lots of adventuring to do. You can go to many different states, many different places, see many different things, and in pipe welding there's also a good amount of money, and the money comes from the amount of danger that comes with this job. A pipe welder is someone that goes off to these places, or you can weld pipe in structural, which is buildings, but a pipe welder on the road, you have these very big pieces of pipes that's very thick, and you're going to use either TIG or stick to weld these pieces together. And you're going to start by making a filling route, and then you'll go over it multiple times in different positions to fill that entirely to the top. Being one of the only females in the welding program, people like to look down on you and think that you're not going to do as good. What many people don't know is a lot of female or women welders do much better coming off because of their steadiness. But people don't really see you as one of the guys, so you have to work your way there. To other females that are in welding, personally, I would say don't let the boys get you down. You're going to start off maybe bad, but you'll pick it up super easily, and women are very steady with it, so women will it'll come to them a whole lot easier, a whole lot better, and women are more focused on things, so women can remember and do things over and over that the guys couldn't as easily sometimes.